comes in. The situation is a shame and a sin. I want to know, how could a good thing go so wrong? Yeah, tell me, what the hell is going on?
This is Ty Newell with COVID status report number 26, titled What the Hell, posted September 23rd, 2020. What the Hell, you heard just a little bit, a recent song by Elvin Bishop and Charlie Musselwhite. If you're a blues fan, check it out. Well, BLOTUS is at it again. Dr. Redfield made a mistake. The mistake was he took the job. Redfield stated correctly that masks are quite likely going to be more effective, more important than a vaccine. How so? Well, the influenza vaccine is about 40% effective on average. We don't even have a vaccine for colds, which is related to the coronavirus causing COVID-19. So how do we know how effective the COVID-19 vaccine will be? We'll be lucky if it hits 50%. Why would a mask be better than that? Well, even these cloth masks reduce contagion that's emitted by 50%. 50% less in the air, your chances of getting sick by it are reduced. And they protect you so that remaining fraction in the air, if you haven't been infected, you're going to pull in perhaps 50% less contagion because of mask protection, knocking down that probability to perhaps 25% or less. That is 75% effective. Vaccine, influenza vaccine, 40% effective. I think I like 75%. And why not 95%? If someone had been on the ball working to get N95 masks out, which our frontline essential workers and medical staff are still begging and crying and scrimping and saving and re-sanitizing over and over again. If somebody had been on the ball so that these buck masks would be available to all of us, vaccines would have an even harder time competing with a 95% effective mask. But we can't get them. Redfield had to retract that statement. Mask is not as important as a vaccine, said BLOTUS. Last weekend, CDC made another startling and belated announcement that there's a new set of guidelines. Airborne transmission is a major pathway to catching the disease. Go back to April 1st, I think my third report of this series, telling you wear a mask, it's airborne. Well, it took CDC a little bit of time, but they finally grew a pair and started to go out on their own, but then they quickly shrunk a pair and had to retract. It was posted on air. Somebody hit the key too early. Really? Come on. How stupid do you think we are? Well, apparently quite stupid, because we're letting you get along with all these lies that are just killing us. Literally, the worst disaster in the U.S. history. The worst disaster that could have been prevented. Over 7 million infections. COVID's now the third leading cause of death in the U.S. And even though you may not be likely to know someone who's died from it yet, you will if it's not you yourself. You're 8 times more likely to die of COVID in the U.S. than you are in Europe. We're an advanced country? No, we're a bullyocracy. What the hell? Florida, Georgia, Texas, you happy with how you're doing? On average, Florida, you've got about 560 deaths a day. Now you got 100 extra from COVID. You did have almost half. Texas, you did even better. 300 deaths per day from COVID. You think that's okay? Georgia, you're right in there with them. Yeah, smaller population, but all three of you right now, about 20% of your deaths are COVID. What the hell? Stop the line. Take care of this thing.